Hello, everyone. Very good evening. Welcome to Ecoholics, the largest platform of economics. So, in today's session, we are going to discuss about some of the effective revision techniques for UGC NET economics. So, as all of you know, the notification for the upcoming UGC NET economics examination is out, and your examination starts from the new year itself. So it's a high time now that then you should focus your entire energy on revision purpose. Okay. So revision is the most strongest pillar on which the success of of you successing in an examination depends upon. So revision is something that we are going to discuss in this class, that how you are going to revise, what are the effective techniques that you are going to follow for UGC NET economics. So, hello, I am Nidhi Sharma, the faculty of economics at Ecoholics, which is the largest platform of economics. And let's discuss quickly about the effective revision techniques. First of all, we are going to discuss about the importance of strategic revision. Strategic revision is very important. You know, there are two types of students. There are one students who just go on revising and uh, just in a monotonous manner. But strategic revision is something which is very scientific. And if you follow strategic revision techniques, then definitely you are going to get great results. So, why strategic revision matters? It enhances recall, reinforces concepts, and boosts confidence. Hence, strategic revision is something which I would suggest all my students to follow for their revision purpose, especially for their upcoming UGC NET economics examination. Now, economics examination of UGC NET is not one of the easy papers. It is one of the most challenging papers of UGC NET. Hence, uh, sitting for 3 hours long duration in the exam hall and recalling the concepts, the tough concepts which you have read of econometrics, of statistics, of micro, macro, growth and development models, it requires good revision. If you have not revised properly, then you won't be able to recall these theories, these models, these applications effectively in the exam hall. So, follow the strategic revision technique. Now, what is strategic revision? I'll just let you know about strategic revision in this entire session. What are the things that you should do? What are the things that you should not do? What are the things to avoid? Everything we are going to discuss in this session. So, revision consolidates our knowledge. Suppose you have read the entire model, all the models, all the theories of growth and development economics. But do you feel that all the models, all the theories gets mixed up in your brain? If yes, that means you have to give your focus on, you have to impart your focus on revision. Now, revision helps you in recalling better in the exam hall and keeping the topics afresh in your mind. Okay. Now, first of all, being a student, being an aspirant, you have to create a study schedule. It's very, very important. So you have to have a dream. What's your dream? It's to qualify UGC NET, GRF. So visualize your plan. Create a timetable that balances all the topics. So it's not that you are going to focus on some topics and you're going to leave some other topics. No, it's not that. And in fact, I have seen many students doing this mistake as well, that they focus entirely on paper two and don't focus on paper one, or they focus entirely on paper one and they are not so focused about paper two. There are two categories of students, and I hope you are not one among them. And you have to keep proper balance between both the papers as well as all the units. So in creating a balance, a timetable is going to really help you out. So prioritize based on weightage and personal proficiency. Now, few students are there who are really proficient in microeconomics, and now there are other set of students who really enjoy mathematical economics. So based on your personal proficiency and based on the weightage of each unit in the examination, you have to make your timetable accordingly. Now, this timetable is not just confined to your study timetable, it's also about your revision timetable. So it's not that if certain topic or certain unit you are very confident about, so you're not going to revise it at all. No, don't make this mistake. Revise everything, because in the exam hall, when you will be under a pressure situation where when the timer will be on, at that time you have to recall every topic properly. So for that reason, you need to revise each and everything properly. Okay. Now you need to break down the syllabus. Your syllabus is quite vast. It's very lengthy. UGC NET syllabus of economics comprises starting from your class 11th till your post graduation, whatever you have read in economics, everything covers up. So it's a vast syllabus and you need to break down the syllabus. Like what you have to do is you have to do whole two parts. When you break down the whole two parts, things become manageable for you. So do a detailed syllabus mapping. Categorize unit wise, like microeconomics, another category, macroeconomics, another category, special time slot, like separate time slot for microeconomics, then a separate time slot for macroeconomics, then a separate time slot for your theoretical papers, separate time slot for your practical papers. Like, let's suppose in the morning hours, if you feel very fresh during the morning hours, whenever you study during the morning hours, you feel that you are the most efficient one during the morning hours, then what you should do is the paper which you find, the subject or the unit that you find to be very challenging for you, always pick those subjects during the morning hours. And if there are some easier papers, let's say environmental economics for example, so you can take that during the evening, you can read that during the evening. Okay, so like you have to tailor make your schedule according to your own preference. And the pro tip for you is that you should focus more on high yielding topics. Now there are some topics which are frequently asked in your examination, so you should focus more on those high yielding topics. Now in my previous session I was discussing the importance of PYQ. So there I told you that PYQs, solving the previous year questions, help you in getting a direction. It tells you that which topic is being frequently asked in the examination. So if you focus, if you have listed down the topics which are frequently being asked in the examination, then those are your high yielding topics. So focus more on those high yielding topics, because if you prepare them properly, if you revise them properly, there are high chances that you can solve the questions that come up in the examination from those topics. Now you should follow an active recall method. What is an active recall method? Test yourself on key questions without looking at notes. I know whenever you're solving the questions, it's really very tempting to just turn the pages and see the answer. But please don't do this. This is a big mistake. You should always test yourself on key questions. Suppose you have read a particular topic. Let's suppose you have completed microeconomics entire unit. So you revise the entire unit properly, go through your notes, read the books, whatever you are following, do that. And after that, collect all the microeconomics previous year questions and start solving them. Once you start solving them, you will find that there are certain topics which you find to be difficult to solve. Okay, there are some topics where you are not so proficient. So list down those topics and again go back to your notes and revise them. But while solving the questions, don't open the notes to see the answer and mark it. Don't do that. Okay. So what is the benefit of this? This strengthens your memory and it identifies the gaps. So whatever is the gap in your preparation, you will get to identify those gaps and will also strengthen out your memory. Your memory power will increase. Uh, you will follow this active recall method, which is going to ultimately help you in the exam hall when you'll be in a same situation where you have read everything, but when the questions are appearing before you, you find it to be puzzled. You find yourself to be puzzled. So at that moment, you should actually prepare yourself so for that big day of examination. So follow the active recall method. That means you have to read everything thoroughly and then practice the art of recalling. This is what revision helps you with. Now, another technique is SRS. What is SRS? SRS stands for Spaced Repetition System. Spaced Repetition System. The basic idea of spaced repetition system is to revisit topics at increasing intervals. Suppose you have completed the microeconomics unit in this particular month, and now you have shifted to mathematical economics. But while studying mathematical economics during your weekends, you should again go back to microeconomics and read it once again. Just go through your notes. So revisit the topics at increasing intervals. So what will happen is that generally it happens that if you have read microeconomics and when you move to mathematical economics, you get so engrossed in mathematical economics that you start feeling that whatever I have read in micro, I'm just forgetting everything. So through this SRS, you will not forget what you have read in the past. Okay, so this is the technique that you have to follow. Spaced repetition system. Trust me, it's a very, very effective technique of revision. And today's session, I'm going to share with you these key tips, these pro tips, which are really going to be a game changer in your revision technique, revision process. So I am pretty sure that from the next time, you will definitely follow this SRS system for your revision. Human brain captures pictures very well. If something you have read in a text format, there is a chance that you can forget it. But if you have seen something in a pictorial format, in an image format, in an illustrative format, so there is a high chance that you can remember those things for a longer period of time. And that's why we suggest you that you should always go for mind maps and flowcharts. Now, whether it's any unit, whether it's paper 2 or paper 1, whether it's higher education system or it's logical reasoning or it's econometrics or it's public finance, mind maps and flowcharts can really help you and they can be your best tools. So suppose you have read something from a particular book. You have read a chapter of, let's say, public finance. Now, while making notes, always make mind maps and flowcharts. So that while revising, you can go back to those mind maps and flowcharts and just at a glance, you can get the idea of the entire topic. Or let's suppose while making notes, you did not make any mind maps or flowchart, but you have revised everything, read everything properly. So when you'll sit for revision, take a blank paper and just start recalling the topics, concepts, examples, assumptions, whatever comes to your mind, and start making a mind map or a kind of flow chart. Start drawing those mind maps and flow charts in your blank paper. Now, this is going to help you in keeping the concept fresh. And there is a high chance that you will not forget or you will not miss out any important point of that particular theory. And when in the exam hall you get a similar question, so you will quickly, you won't get the picture of that book where you read a particular theory during the exam hall. In your mind, that picture won't come. But while revising the mind map and flowcharts that you have drawn by yourself, that will definitely be afresh in your mind. That will be fresh in your mind and you can recall the topics, recall the concept with that memory, and you can solve the question. So I've just given an example that show a simple mind map for the demand analysis. Take it as a homework, take it as a task. Today, tonight, just sit with a paper in your hand and draw a simple mind map for the demand analysis and check yourself that how well can you recall this concept of demand analysis. And if you feel that you are getting stuck somewhere, then definitely you need to work upon that topic. So you can not just for demand analysis, rather this can be done for any topic of your choice. And especially if you follow this technique for those topics which you find very challenging and very difficult, then you will be in a win-win situation. आपकी जो डिफिकल्ट टॉपिक है वो भी तैयार हो जाएगी और आपको अच्छे से मेमोराइज करने में हेल्प भी मिल जाएगी माइंड मैप्स एंड फ्लो चार्ट्स की मदद से. So make sure that you take this point away from this session and you take it with yourself and you inculcate this practice of mind maps and flowcharts while you are studying or revising or doing anything. Now, revision without PYQ solution is just incomplete. So, while you are revising, make sure that you practice the PYQs as well. PYQs are the previous year questions. So, you have to actually familiarize yourself with the question pattern and difficulty level. NTA is nowadays changing the type of questions that they are asking in the examination very frequently. We had seen from the past trend that June 2023 paper was quite different from December 2023 attempt. And again, the August attempt, the recent one of RENET examination, that was also quite different from the previous two attempts of June and December 2023. So you have to prepare yourself for every situation. So whatever type of paper, let the paper be very theoretical based, or if it is very practical based, or it is more mathematical oriented or more theoretical oriented, let the paper be of any type. You should prepare yourself so well that you can face any type of paper easily. So, for that reason, you need to solve the previous year questions. So, whenever you are making a slot for revision, during your revision slot, make sure you pay attention to solving the previous year questions as well. Why? Because it will familiarize you with the question patterns and the difficulty levels that have come up in examination. If you understand the question patterns by solving the previous year questions, then how will it help you is when you will be revising, when you have read a particular topic, you will get to see, you will get a different vision to look at that topic. Like you will yourself get an intuition that, okay, from this topic, in this format, the question can be framed. Or the examiner can ask me can twist the topic in this manner and ask me a question. So this is going to familiarize you with the question pattern as well as the difficulty level. So as I was telling you, you have to prepare yourself for the worst situation. So, but I hope that the paper goes very well. The paper comes up very easy for all of you. But definitely you need to prepare yourself for every situation. So make sure that you solve the previous year questions very well. And solving PYQs does not mean that you will just keep on picking the right answer and you'll just close the copy, close the book and keep it aside. No, that's not the way. You have to track your mistakes. You have to track your mistakes. Now, while solving PYQs, you will find many things. You'll come across many things, such as You will find that there are certain topics which you have read but you have forgot. This is point number one that you have to note. You have to pay attention to. There are few topics which you have read very well. You are able to solve the questions as well to a certain level, but still you have not gained proficiency in solving. That means you are not getting confidence in solving that question. So this is point number two that you have to note, that okay, this is the topic that I need to revise or revisit once again properly, so that I don't get confused while solving the questions, so that I'm confident. And then there will be certain topics regarding which you are completely blank. So again, make a separate list of those topics regarding which you are completely blank. Now, this will help you in making a list or listing down the topics as well as units. Now, there are few students who find mathematical economics unit to be very difficult, or statistics and econometrics unit to be very difficult. So when they will be solving the previous year questions, they will get an idea that, okay, I'm able to solve maximum number of questions from international economics and least number of questions from econometrics. So that means I am weak in econometrics, or my preparation is not up to the mark for econometrics, and I need to put some more effort, a little more effort in this particular unit. So while revising, you will keep in mind that whatever I've already read about econometrics, I need to revisit it more frequently. Okay. So previous year questions will help you in in-depth analysis. And if I tell you, apart from concept clarity, what are the two major things that can help you in your success, is solving PYQs and revision. These are the two major things that can help you in taking your preparation to a next level. So revisit the related topics as well. Now, suppose you have solved all the PYQs, and there are some PYQs which you have felt, there are some questions which you have felt that they are quite new for you. These topics I have not read. So you need to revisit those topics as well, and the related topics as well. Now, I always say that one question has four options. So you get to prepare four topics or one topic in four different manner. So make sure that you pay attention to the wrong options as well as the right option, and include PYQs along with your revision. So a mix of PYQ and revision is a very strong combination for your success. Okay, so to the new students who are not aware about the batch features of Ecoholics, here is a slide for you. Our classes can really help you in taking your preparation to a next level. We do provide interactive live classes for paper 2 with recorded access to paper 1 as well as paper 2. 5 days of a week the class takes place, and we understand that you require ample time, proper time for self study and revision. So we do provide some time for self study and revision as well. We do conduct live doubt solving session and previous year question discussion in the classes. Access to PYQs with detailed answer key is already included. What else do you need? You don't need to rush anywhere for PYQs. We are going to take care of it. After the entire syllabus gets completed, we do provide 2 full-length mock tests. Personalized mentoring facility is also available on WhatsApp with the subject expert, so that we know that whenever you study, you sit for study, you sit for revision, you can get stuck in some topics. So at that time, you will not find yourself to be lost. You will not find yourself to be helpless. We are here to take care of you. We are here to hold your hand and take you towards your path of success. So we provide personalized mentoring facility. Exam specific hard copy study material you will also get, and PDF notes for paper 1 also we are going to provide you. Weekly tests with detailed answer key, because we know that just reading the topics and unidirectional preparation is not helpful. You have to practice questions along with reading. So we do provide weekly tests. Every Sunday we have our weekly test, and weekly, biannual, and yearly current affairs PDF also we provide to our students. Unlimited doubt resolution and regular mentorship and guidance session by the expert faculties, as well as one-to-one call facility with the faculties as well as subject expert. So what else do you need? For more information, you can contact this number which is given on your screen. And we do provide test series as well. The test series features is mentioned on your screen. You can just have a look once. Okay. Let's proceed further with our revision journey. So after PYQs are done, engage with mock tests. Mock tests should always be taken up in a real examination setting. That means you have the original exam in a 3 hours duration. So the mock test should also be of 3 hours duration. If it's better if you give the paper 1 and paper 2 mock test all together for 3 hours long duration. Take full length mock test, simulate exam conditions. If you sit for 3 hours, don't get up in the middle. Complete one entire paper, that means paper 1 as well as paper 2. And after the 3 hours end, only then get up from your seat. So this will help you in making yourself ready physically as well as mentally for the exam day. It enhances the time management as well as confidence, and you will get to know how to handle pressure during that short duration of time of examination, and it will boost your confidence to a very high level. So make sure that you practice good number of mock tests before your examination, and that's where our test series can help you out. So do check that out as well. Okay. Focus on high weightage topics. Now, there are some topics which are NTA's favorite topics, from where they often ask questions such as Phillips curve analysis, consumer behavior analysis, markets, and autocorrelation, heteroscedasticity, endogeneity. So, these are some of the high weightage topics. So, these are the topics that you need to prioritize. The growth models, the welfare analysis, Indian economy, recent data, everything you have to focus upon. Now, for Indian economy, the recent data, whatever you study, be it the budget or the surveys, economic surveys, etc. If you don't revise, there is 100% chance that you can forget those numbers, those datas in the examination hall. So, especially for topics like Indian economy, it requires good amount of revision. And not just for paper 2, for paper 1 as well, you require good amount of revision. Uh, the logical reasoning topic, the logical reasoning unit, the data interpretation unit, the mathematical reasoning unit, and of our paper 2 economics, mathematical economics unit, all these topics require good amount of practice as well as revision. So these are some of the high weightage topics and can really, if you ace these topics, ace these units properly, you are really going to be ahead of the crowd. So that's what we want for our students. You should have a data-driven strategy based on the past trends. So for the past trends, obviously, we have already discussed PYQs are going to help you. And once you have done all the PYQs, now you know what is the trend of questions that are coming up in the examination. So on the basis of that trend, you can streamline your revision strategy as well. So the basic aim, the basic thing that I want to convey in this session is, number one, revision is very, very, very important. You cannot neglect revision. Now, there are some kind of students who are they just go on reading, they just go on studying. पढ़ते ही जा रहे हैं, पढ़ते ही जा रहे हैं, लेकिन रिवाइज नहीं करते. उन्हें लगता है कि हमें तो सब कुछ याद रहने वाला है, हमें रिवीजन की क्या जरूरत, एग्जाम के 10 दिन पहले रिवाइज कर लेंगे. But that is a wrong approach. That's a wrong approach. क्योंकि एग्जाम के 10 दिन पहले आप रिवाइज करोगे अच्छी बात है, बट दैट इज नॉट गोइंग टू level up your preparation. Your preparation will level up through regular revision, weekly revision, monthly revision, daily revision. So revision is a very, very essential part of your preparation. This is the only thing I want to convey to you, to all the aspirants in this session. Okay. Follow the previous year questions. Have a smart approach. Jot down the topics that are frequently being asked, jot down the topics which you feel difficult, jot down the topics that you have not yet prepared, jot down the topics been that has not been given in your syllabus, but NTA is putting on questions from those topics. So make a proper list, have a clear picture before you, and then prioritize your revision techniques, study methodology accordingly, and this will help you in effective time management as well. आप टाइम भी अच्छे से मैनेज कर पाओगे, टाइम आपका वेस्ट नहीं होगा. Okay. Now create summarized notes. So while you are studying or while you are revising anytime, okay, for revision also one thing can be done. Rather than just going or reading your notes, it will be good that if once you have read and then close the copy, close the book, take a fresh page and start writing down. जो भी आपको याद आ रहा है, लिखते जाइए. Go on writing down. Write down short notes. Write down bullet points for each topic. So when you do this helps you with active recall. Easy referencing during final revision. So when the 10 days before examination, when you will be revising it finally, it will help you in quick revision. आपका समय बर्बाद नहीं होगा. You will not have to revisit those bulky notes once again, bulky books once again and read everything. Rather, you will have everything in a very short, crisp and bulleted points format, which you can just go through at a glance and you can recall all the topics very well, very efficiently. So do this. Practice these things and you will yourself find a difference in your preparation strategy, in your preparation level. Many students like to do group study and discussions. If you are one among them, then definitely go forward. Collaborate, discuss the topics with peers for better understanding. So when you discuss the topics with your friends or with someone junior, it helps you in proper recalling the topic. Okay, you make sure that you convey all the points that you have read. This is what we try to do. So this helps us in better understanding. So if these are all the tools and tips and tricks, whichever you find suitable for yourself, take it from this session. So discuss the topic with your peers for better understanding. Keep it focused and productive. ये नहीं कि आप पढ़ने बैठे और इधर उधर की बातें होने लगी. Don't do that. Keep your focus only on what you have studied, what you have read about your future, about your examination. So it should be very, very focused and productive, and group study and discussion can really be effective if you do it properly. Now incorporate relaxation techniques as well. If you go on studying, if you go on putting a pressure on your brain, you will feel exhausted. So at times, have a proper relaxation technique as well. Give yourself reward as well. If you suppose have made a plan to revise, let's say 4 topics of growth and development economics. So if you have successfully completed revision of 4 topics, 4 difficult major topics of growth and development economics, then reward yourself. You can give yourself a chocolate treat. You can give yourself a pastry treat, whatever you like. But this will really boost your confidence as well as motivation for the examination preparation. Take short breaks. You can meditate or you can do some light exercise. This is going to really rejuvenate you and it is going to prepare your mind as well as body for next set of revision. Keep stress in check and boost focus. Stress should always be kept in control. It's all right, you have a big exam upcoming, but getting stressed is really not going to take you anywhere. So make sure that you stay relaxed, make sure that you use your time efficiently, and make sure that you give your best in the examination. So, for those things, you have to take care of your mind as well as body, and hence, relaxation techniques can be really helpful for you. So, being a mentor, being a teacher, being a faculty, being an educator, it's my responsibility to take care that my students, you all stay healthy, stay fit from your mind as well as body so that you are well prepared for your examination. Okay. Review and adjust the techniques. Now, it's not a it's not something fixed. Suppose you have made a certain plan, try to stick to that plan, but don't be very rigid. If you feel that that particular plan, that particular revision strategy is taking you nowhere, then make changes. Make changes. Make changes in your plans and adjust the techniques accordingly. Change strategies if needed for better result, because ultimately our objective is to perform well in the examination. So if a certain technique is not working for you, just leave that technique and switch to something else. You are the one, you are the best judge for yourself. So review your study technique, review your revision techniques properly and adjust it accordingly. Now, here are some final tips as well as motivation for you. Stay consistent. Consistency is the key. You all know this. So be consistent with your revision as well as practice. This is what I would like to tell you. Whatever you have read, be it one chapter or be it half chapter, make sure that you revise it. Make sure that whatever you have read, you practice the questions from that. Believe in your preparation. You are capable. Stay confident. I have really a good amount of faith on all my students, all my learners, on you all. You all are definitely going to do very well in the examination. So always believe in your preparation. You are capable and just be confident. And whatever I have tried to convey in this session to you all, make sure that you adapt it, you all accept it, and you all follow it in your life. Follow it during your preparation journey and make daily revision a habit, and you will yourself see a change in whichever unit you are doing. Suppose you are doing currently any unit, uh, let's say international economics you are studying. Follow this daily revision technique and you will yourself see a change, a big level of improvement in your preparation. Thank you so much for joining us. Here is the number. You can contact us for any further information, for more queries, for more inquiries, as well as if you want some more help from us, will be very happy to help you out. Make sure that you give us a call. Our team will connect with you and help you out. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. Good luck for your examination, for your preparation. If you have any queries, you can please ask me. Uh, Good evening, everyone. Any questions? You can practice PYQs along with the concept, like whatever you have read, uh, you can just look for topic wise PYQs or unit wise PYQs, and accordingly you can prepare the topic concept as well as PYQs. Both can go on hand on hand. Okay. Good evening, Arifa. I'm fine. Drawing mind map is very easy. So you just have to draw chain of uh, what to say events, like if price increases, demand increases, in that manner you can draw. Uh, from mathematical economics, which topics are to be covered? You can cover matrices, determinants. You can cover input output modeling, linear programming. So these are some of the topics that you can definitely go ahead. PYQs from which year? You can definitely start from 2019 onwards. That will be best. From 2019, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, like that. Okay. For Indian economy, current affairs, you can follow our Ecoholics YouTube channel as well. We also provide a lot of current affairs in our channel. So this can be a good source for your daily current affairs needs. Any more queries? Thank you, Pranati Dasari. Thank you. Okay. I hope everyone's query is resolved, and I hope you all enjoyed this session. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. Good luck for your preparation. Thank you.